Wow, what a nice put together intro for Two Men in a Car. I'm Dan, I'm one half of Two Men in a Car, Slick behind the board, the other half. We got us both together today for another episode of Dan's Rants.
Dan, another episode? You mean the debut episode?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's seen this show, bro.
Oh, it's been seen once.
By who?
You tell me.
Okay.
Okay.
Dan's Rants.
Today's topic, we're going to be clearing up some misinformation on the big lie. Now, who in this room knows what the big lie is? You got an opinion on what it is?
What's the big lie?
Oh, you don't know what it is? All right. There's a big lie right now. And, I think we're pushing past it a little bit, but I need to see the speed increase. The big lie right now is that Jessica Trump won the election in 2020, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the big lie. And
political today? No one told me.
I know, man. I'm trying to tell.
That's me.
Yeah, it's God's eyes.
Yeah. So, the big lie is a big problem. The big lie, in my opinion, is directly what led to the Capitol riots. False information on social media, false information being perpetuated by politicians. It all led to the Capitol riots. And, the audits we have going in several states are just further perpetuating it. In my opinion, the Arizona recount is maybe the worst of them all with what they're looking for.
They're currently still doing an audit there?
They are being pressured to tone down their audit because of what they are doing. Yes. They got wild from saying things like, Chinese were sending in ballots to saying chickens eat ballots to saying, those chickens were incinerated after eating ballots. After the ballots, it's like, what can we come up with next? And the reason, I feel this needs to stop because the Capitol riots were absolutely no joke. We had a Capitol police officer lose their life in the line of duty. And we had a citizen who, in my opinion, was very confused, probably the guilty party, but still, Ashley Bobbitt.
She lost her life.
Ashley, I got her name.
Something. She lost her life.
Yeah.
Because of a lie.
Because of a lie. Because of a lie
She
that
bought into it.
everyone bought into this lie and stormed the Capitol. And, Rudy Giuliani definitely
Ooh.
raised the microphone
Four
from
seasons.
down the street and Four Seasons Giuliani raised the
Seasons
microphone and he blew a dog whistle that had all those supporters bum rush. I'm talking about bum rush the Capitol. And in my opinion, the Capitol officer who they are now, the family of the civilian killed in the Capitol riots is now looking for money for, unwrongful death. And in my opinion, I don't see what's unwrongful about that. You were trying to storm into not just the Capitol, but the Chamber of Congress, where we push our laws forward. And that's such a high security atmosphere that I don't know what exactly you would expect if you were trying to breach something like that.
Correct.
I can't name any other spots that have that kind of, I'd say, political. It's a staple. It's a staple of the way our country works. It's the Chamber of Congress. And, we have Capitol Police for a reason, to keep that place safe. Now, generally, we were hoping that wasn't going to be from our own people, but on January 6th, that's exactly what happened. Back to Arizona for a bit. In the audit there, they were looking with UV lights, which are not good for paper. They're not good for paper. So, unless the election was clearly skewed, I don't think that was necessary. But also, the fact that they believed China was behind sending in false ballots is pretty racist to me, to be honest. And I feel that way because the way they were trying to look for that was by looking for bamboo in the ballots. Yeah, you heard me right. Bamboo. Like ballots would be made of bamboo if they came from China. I don't know. That's seems like some basic, racist, stereotypical, off the cuff kind of stuff to me. And for those who believe it, I don't know how you could fall so far into your wormhole, but clearly so many people did, as we witnessed January 6th. So I'm going to ask my people in the room if they were watching the news on that day or shortly after.
Oh, I was there. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was watching the news. I was watching it with, my family's all liberals, but then I was watching it with my sister's fiance's mom, who's like a Republican, and so it was at that time, and I just think she like supported Trump, so at that time when it was like she had no leg to stand on, I just was like very vocal, and I was like, this is disgusting, this is and I just kind of was like staring her in the face the entire time. Yeah. So I just said like, this is disgusting, and like looks over at her. It's a disgrace to America. Can you believe they would do this to their own capital? Looks over at her. It was great. And then I tweeted this thing, I put this thing on Facebook, like kind of reiterating what I said, and she liked it because she had no leg to stand on. Oh. Besides me putting a boomer in their place, what did I take from it? Yeah, just everything you said. I don't know, it's just disappointing. For a few days, I think I was like literally bummed. Like, I don't know.
To me, it felt, I'll notice, the news is very good at, they're very good at
making
what do you call it?
story?
Sensationalization. They're very good at making
Their own story.
sensationalizing things. And so you notice they want September 11th type content, regardless of how bad what actually is going down in the news is. And to me, the Capitol riots were the closest we have been there in terms of depth.
National crisis.
Right,
Yeah.
in terms of a crisis that really deserves that kind of coverage. And I think the news has numbed a lot of people to put it at maybe the same story as one of the smaller mass shootings that unfortunately we seem to witness bi-weekly, or something more on that level. And I found myself in my personal life hopping around a lot saying like, this is not normal. This doesn't happen in our
Journalism
country.
has completely changed since his presidency. Completely changed. He changed everything. He like opened the floodgates to. It's weird because it's like at the same time like the Me Too movement, all this came along. It was like all about all of a sudden you had to be super politically correct and couldn't say the wrong thing. And then at the same time, he made it to where if you're in power, you can be blatantly racist, evil, even tyrannical, and it won't get checked because it gets ratings, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. To me, Trump was the president who set precedents. First, we got our first Twitter president. We got our first
Not anymore.
Is it our first multi-impeachment president?
Yeah,
I think it is.
twice.
Yeah. So he was. I mean,
Our first president, like, I don't know if anybody else noticed, like, he talks about, racism a lot and building a wall, and his wife, every time, this is like the punchline to everything. Every time his wife speaks,
Melania.
speaks very, like, you're speaking about, like, not having people, like, not having Mexicans or not having people in flood our gates or building a big wall, building the separation, but your wife is clearly not
An immigrant.
yes not like what you're portraying or saying. So actually, like,
She's not very America first.
you're really just saying stuff just to say stuff. I love hearing her talk because she always says children.
Well, let's be clear.
Be best.
Yes.
She was not America first. She
Yes.
wasn't even born in America. So
Most definitely.
She was just trying to get some sugar daddy action, and it went a complete different direction than she was expecting.
Yeah, I just felt like
It got
she,
real.
like,
It got real
she,
fast.
She didn't
Yeah.
see what was coming up next.
No.
He's like, I'm running for president. She's like, stop it.
She was supposed to be in a penthouse spending money for her entire life, and then she was like, first what? That was not on her agenda.
But I feel sorry for her because, like, at the end of the presidency, I could tell that the marriage was over. Or, like, I don't know if they still going together, but she was pissed off.
Yeah.
She was.
I mean, I definitely saw my share of
Well,
articles
now
about.
she has to get like spit on at malls, and
Yes.
she didn't get that before. So I would be pissed too.
She's.
And I'm the one spitting, by the way.
Well, the whole Trump club is now, hiding out in Florida, South Florida, because they've essentially
I
been
know.
shunned
Well,
from New York.
Isn't he in
The
this
New
county
Yorkers-
right now?
Yeah,
West Palm.
Or currently in Palm
Mar-a-Lago, right?
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Palm. West
I
Palmians.
I
they
personally
always-
stay in Boca, and that's.
I leave this county's border and go to a safe place every day. But
Ah.
I sympathize.
Yeah.
But yeah, West Palm people, they will never talk about, like, they will always shelter the refuge because they will never push them out. They're not gonna push them out.
They kept Jeffrey Epstein
I
in there
was
for
just
quite
going to
some
say,
time.
didn't Jeffrey Epstein come here?
West Palm would never push anybody out. From what I've seen, not saying from what I've heard, but like what I've seen, West Palm never does. If anybody does something terrible and they have deep pockets, you'll never hear about it. I mean, you'll hear about it, but you'll never hear about that person again.
But
Yes.
shouldn't the Donald be thrown in jail? Because didn't he like actually violate a lot of laws?
He's still
federal
under.
level?
The
He's,
state of New York really wants him.
Yeah,
He is
the
on
Southern
the
District of
run.
New York is not playing around with his lawsuits. And there's another one, not even the Southern District now. I think it was
I was
either
about to
Brooklyn
say,
or
no,
Queens.
it's in New
Brooklyn or
York, so,
Queens.
yeah.
Yeah, still New York. I was looking into him, but
No, New
I
York's
mean,
gonna get him.
to be honest, like, I don't know if I expect anything to come out of that because they have been looking at him since he was elected, and he survived 2 impeachments. He's
gonna give him,
like a
the
Teflon
benefit-
Don.
I'm not going to say he's intelligent enough to avoid the law because he's not. I think his whole life was kind of dumb luck.
I mean, I agree and
I
disagree.
mean, he'll avoid the law because he's white and rich, but I mean, I meant intelligence.
I think dumb luck is letting him off a little bit because I think he was very smart and very ruthless with how he played bankruptcies and how he would
Yeah.
build businesses up and
Hitler
collapse
Hitler
them.
was smart.
Because
Right.
they've been watching them for a minute. Like, if they really have pertinent stuff to actually indict him for, like, I'll say 25 years, they would, but they don't have that much evidence. They do have everything else, though.
Now it's very illegal, but obviously he was good at inflating the worth of his properties and getting loans based off that, things like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I mean,
He's a lucrative business.
he's cunning. I mean,
Deceiving.
deceiving, deceptive.
You'd
Yeah,
want a snake to be.
yeah. I mean,
Very viperish.
Mhm.
Very Garden of Eden. Very serpent-like.
Mhm.
well,
Would you trust
that's all I want to
50%
speak.
of America bit the apple.
That's all I want to speak about, last year's election for this episode. But I've been hearing it in the media too much this week, so I needed to cover it.
Yeah,
and,
see.
and
Yeah. You know, just say.
He forgot to tell you guys
Where's your
that he
MAGA
does
hat?
support it.
where's,
Yeah.
it's
This changes.
It's clear
Take
that
off the
it
thing.
was a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
He just put an emblem over it.
yeah,
He leathered it out.
You got a nice leather magnet because he knows Trump personally.
Like Little Pump, like you're like a Little Pump supporter.
Yeah.
Next, I want to tell you all that me, with a little bit of assistance from Slick, will be bringing AMP2 Media's production value to the next level in this upcoming month, week, years. We're gonna start shooting with a drone now. We're gonna start stepping away from video, stepping away from stills.
So I can create
And
like
going
new intros.
aerial.
I can go new intros with your drone.
We're gonna need to make an intro for sure.
All right.
For sure. But yeah, we will absolutely have those services available. Gonna reach out to Freddie for those. And that's all I
Go
got.
crazy.
That's all I got for today, crew. Anyone else excited about the drone, or is it just me who gets the sticks?
It's wow, using my word, my terminology. But like, I mean, the drone is an amazing thing, but you're a selfish guy. You don't let anybody in this room to hold the drone.
I can fly.
You don't. You can fly.
I can fly it.
Can RK fly it?
No. Can you play
Can
video
Riley
games?
fly it?
Of course.
Can you play video games?
Sure.
PS2 or Xbox?
Xbox, I know.
Xbox?
No, PlayStation. Sorry, boys.
Okay,
I think you-
RK maybe can fly it.
Why?
Because the joysticks are not offset.
Oh, why?
No, but you.
console.
No.
Got- yeah.
Pause.
Okay.
You play an Xbox.
I was just gonna say, I thought that was gonna
You
give me an
play
in, and then he did
I know.
that.
He's like
Like-
This is Dan's rants, guys.
Right. Dan's rants are hypocritical.
Yes, you play Xbox. He made me play.
I play Xbox and
No.
Xbox and
No, I only seen
I play both
Xbox.
as well.
I only seen X. He gave me an Xbox controller. I'm like, what is this? It's Chinese.
I gave you one.
Yeah, you
I feel
did.
like everyone wants you to pick a side with video games, and it's like, you know,
Pick the side.
dabble
It's
with
Sony.
both. I don't
You know what? America wants you to pick a side, whether it's politics,
Yeah.
video games, sports.
I'm non-binary when it comes to video games.
Ah,
Like,
okay,
I don't
okay,
identify.
good,
I'm
okay,
both,
cool.
You know, I'm both Xbox and PlayStation. Yeah, I'll tell you.
But
Well-
you do pick a side, Dan.
Yeah, true.
I'm Switzerland. To steal your lingo.
If,
Actually, I do pick a side.
if everybody,
too,
if anybody knows him, he likes Apple products. He likes DJI product. DJI.
It's a J.
products? DJI.
It's a J.
Yeah, see,
Never heard of that.
yeah, with the drone. Like he even bought a fake GoPro that's by DJI because
He called it a
loves-
fake.
because it looks just like a GoPro. You should just bought a GoPro. Grow up.
I mean, like, not
Grow
not
up.
sure.
Grow up. All right.
You buy a GoPro, and I'll
You buy
run
a
up
grow
you with
up.
my
You
car.
buy a grow up.
I'll buy a GoPro. All right, and then we'll grow up. All right, because you need to grow up.
Well, what's wrong with the GoPro?
There you have it.
No, that's the thing. That's
Means
what I
he got, like, a
no.
knockoff.
No, he has a knockoff
Yeah.
GoPro.
It's not a knockoff. It's DJI.
So how does it look? Explain it to them. How does
I
it
mean,
look?
it looks like
What?
a
GoPro.
a GoPro, with different brand. I mean,
Does it have the same capabilities of a regular GoPro?
more probably,
No.
probably more,
Cheaper?
cheaper.
There you go.
It's cheaper. Cheaper isn't a brag, though.
More
If-
for less.
It's a humble
I'm just
brag.
kidding.
If the Asian
At least you
lady,
can afford your rent.
oh,
That's stuff.
if the person is selling me a back alley Nikes or like back alley, you know, Louis, like I said,
This is
Louis
Best
Vuitton book
Buy.
bag.
You literally have someone
You know.
in the room who works there.
Right. I did actually just finish a training video on drones. I can't tell you much about it. I was on my phone.
Still can't fly one.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, guys. Well, that's great. That's it for Dan's Rants. That's all I got for today. I'll see you in a couple weeks, and we'll be back here with another episode of 2 Men in a Shows. 2 Men in a Car soon.
Yeah, 2 men in the car, but
Thanks for listening, back.
He says I'm 35.
Your fans are gonna get mad at you, though. You know what I mean? Like, you give them just 20 minutes, then you make them wait weeks to see you again.
Yeah, that was fun. Why
Come
not
on.
so short? He starts playing.
back with 2 men in the car. Damn, we finally found, like, you know, I feel like this is our spot.